still.
So then you decided to write a book, which is called In My Life So Far,
Yes.
which is really interesting. You have wonderful pictures of
Oh yeah.
so many show business
Went
people.
through all my albums, and they're all my pictures. They're stories of my life so far, you know.
That can be bought obviously through the internet.
Through the internet on Lulu.com, who publishes it, on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. In fact, if you Google my name, Georgiana Steele-Waller,
Waller, right.
you will find all the sites in which to buy it and other things I've done as well.
Yeah, I know if you go to Barnes & Noble, which I did, you can definitely order it there, so I know that you can get it there.
And you can download it too.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Well, from Lulu.com you can download it.
That's great. That's a lot of years that you're trying to put in. 'Cause
Yeah.
you started out with, well, like you say, from your birth
Yeah.
to 2006.
I did a lot of hindsight, you know, relating an occurrence and then giving my spin on it now. And how different it was, you know, to show. So it's a bit analytical as well as just a memoir. It's not a tell-all book. So
do you see a screenplay out of this?
yeah, I'm taking notes.
Taking notes?
Yeah.
So
Things have changed. My horse died. I had for 22 years. This is his mane and tail.
I love that. I saw that when you came in. Yeah. That's really great.
So it's a little bit of Sun.
Yeah, that was his name, Sun?
Sun's Dark Chance. He was a Tennessee walking horse, a stallion. I don't know, someone could, yeah.
You know,
someone could build on it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That would probably be a good story. Definitely.
Has all the glitz and glamour you need, and also the rough edges of growing up in the 60s and 70s.
What do you think was the hardest part of growing up in the 60s and 70s?
Growing up, just making it.
Making it. It was a hard time, I think, wasn't it?
We went to the same high school, so...
Right.
Of all the people that are no longer with us. And one, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, I guess.
That's true. Yeah. I think you're right on that, definitely.
But I wouldn't turn in any of those experiences.
No? No. If you had to do it all over again?
I'd do it
exactly the same.
Yeah, pretty much. I might have done a few more things, or I don't know if I'm not ashamed of anything I've done, which is a good way to be, I've discovered, because too many people have too many demons from guilt and...
Yeah. Interesting. Has Gordon read this?
I sent him a copy on his birthday. It was the first draft. He didn't get I don't know unless he's bought it since.
Yeah.
But I haven't spoken with him, so I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see what he has to say about it.
Yeah.
It would
be interesting if he would start up communicating with me again.
Now, who are some of the people that you talk about in this book? I know you have...
people that crossed my lives. It starts with my parents' friends, with their cocktail parties in the valley in the 50s. John Carradine was an old friend of theirs, and Boris Pratt, Boris Karloff, and Cary Grant, and all the British colony, Peter Lawford and Aubrey Smith. My father played cricket with them.
So all these people came to your house?
Yeah.
And probably for you it was just normal?
It was perfectly normal, but then when I went to school, it alienated me somehow. I would talk about these cocktail parties. Being an only child, I had adults for friends. And I was branded as being too sophisticated, and you know, some people's parents wouldn't let them come over because my father had built a bar room in the garage, you know, for parties. And
well, that's why going to a professional school like you did,
that was much better.
You could relate, because at a public school you couldn't relate.
Oh no,
no.
I never got invited on dates and things because people always thought I was busy doing something, and I wasn't.
Yeah.
So I learned to entertain myself by reading and writing, and it's seems to have paid off in the end.
And dancing and modeling.
Oh, yeah. Anything that I could do of my person, you know, instead of working for someone else's business, it was if I could fit in somewhere, then I would dance or model or act. Or,
Did you do film, TV? Or?
I was Mia Farrow's stand-in photo double on Peyton Place when I was very young.
Oh, that's high school age, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was during that time. 13, 14 was junior high.
Yeah.
And she left the series, and Walter Doniger said, to my mother, you know, she could be up for the part to and I didn't want to. It's like, no, don't
You didn't
want
want
to be in
it?
front of the camera. No, I didn't want to.
Oh, really?
Well, at 14,
Well, yeah.
kick yourself ever since.
Did you like being behind the camera better? Or
Yeah, I like being second team.
Second team. And how about dancing?
Dancing was stemmed again from the modeling. I was doing a fashion show with the Carol and Charles of London in the Broadway department stores, and they had a band, and we'd come out and dance and show how the clothes moved. And I'm still wonderful friends with John York from that band, and another member of that band's wife was in the Gazzari dancers, and I just, you know, I danced at the Whiskey, so I was too young. I went on to Gazzari, rehearsing with Gazzari.
So you did go-go work.
Oh, I was a go-go. I was a teenage go-go dancer. There's a picture of me as a go-go dancer.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah, it's a great picture. Yeah, it's a great picture.
The bell bottoms and the Alpart things. And
Well, you looked like a typical English model. I mean, you know, when you have that London Carnaby look.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
I got a look and stuck with it.
Yeah. Do you intend to possibly write another book?
It's either going to be a sequel
To this
or stuff that because I had forgotten so much, and that's why I started writing it, so I wouldn't forget stuff. And I still will be talking to people, and they'll say, "Now that wasn't in your book," and I realize it was an integral part, another story. And also with the death of my horse and the dissolution of my marriage, there's more to tell.
Yeah. Well, so you grew up knowing so many people in show business, you know.
Yeah,
which is
but it was all normal. I figured it as normal. I mean, from, you know, Boris Karloff coming through, coming over to the house, and I'd sit on his knee. I was 4 years old, and then I'd watch Frankenstein, and my mother would go, "There's Uncle Boris," and you know, I'd go to school and say, "Oh, Frankenstein was at my house last night." Nobody believed me, but yeah, it was true.
I thought this kid really has stories.
Yeah, I mean, I had a blurring of reality right from birth.
And then you had Cary Grant at your home.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the interview's over.
Okay.
But I wanted to, you know, let everybody know to definitely check this In My Life So Far.
Yeah, you might even be in it.
Steele-Waller. I think anyone from the 60s, you know, anyone interested in the British invasion is going to love this book.
Yeah, and the Sunset Strip. There was the Whiskey a
Hollywood
Go-Go, and
and-
old Hollywood.
Yes.
I go back to some stories of, you know, my parents' times of the 30s and 40s.
Well,
When Ciro's was Ciro's and not a place where I first saw the birds play.
Right. Well, I wish you all the luck on this book.
Thanks so much.
And I'm so happy you came.
Glad to be here.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching